That's probably the one that looks the closest for Denver's forecast, and then the European at 2.5. And we do think that as this moisture starts to settle in and the low begins to churn and roll over Colorado, we'll see about 2 to 5 inches for DIA and points eastward, 3 to 6 downtown, and then again that 6 to 12 for foothill areas like Boulder, up into Conifer, Evergreen, Genesee. And they were welcoming the snow because it has been a long time since we've seen more than 6 inches of snow in the foothills. Now, when you look at the radar here, when you see the green, that's the rain changing over to snow. And then the dark purple area is where we're seeing some of those heavier snow bands. And that extends from Boulder County up through Larimer County and out into Weld County. Right now, Fort Collins and Greeley are not included in the winter weather advisory because we're anticipating that once that initial snow band drops south, it will kind of stall out south of that area. So in the winter weather advisory, which includes Denver, Boulder, Broomfield through Castle Rock and down to the New Mexico line, that's where we're going to see the greatest accumulation. And one of the models has this trough kind of, it looks like it's going to kind of bullseye the northern and western suburbs or foothill areas. So that's where we're in kind of that 4 to 8 inch range. But some of the heavier models have the heavier snow forecast just a bit south. And so that would mean Golden would get 7, Denver gets 6.5, Littleton and Castle Rock would get close to 8, as would Parker. So it really depends upon the wind and where that heavy snow band sets up. The one thing we can tell you, it is a very fast-moving storm that's rolling through. It's going to be done. The snow will be done by 8 a.m. We'll have some clearing by lunchtime. Even with sunshine, though, it's not going to be a super warm day tomorrow with temperatures in the mid-30s. So here's kind of where we're seeing that snow fill in. And by 9:30, you can see Fort Collins through Denver down to Colorado Springs. The heavier snow is starting to pick up, but it's areas west of I-25 that will have those snowfall rates over an inch an hour between now and midnight. And then after midnight, slightly drier air over northern Colorado will cut off that flow of snow and moisture, and then we start to see the heavier bands move into southern Colorado. So where you're seeing the purple banding is where the heavier snow is now, and then we'll take you forward in time. We'll move into the future and show you that by 9:30, Highlands Ranch, Aurora, out to Kiowa and the Byers area, that's where we'll see some heavy snow bands, and then they start to kind of shift south. We get that drier air working in as early as 6 a.m., but the drive will be slow, and it's very possible we'll see some delayed start to just starts to many of the schools around the area if your child is doing in-person learning tomorrow. The storm may affect that. If you have travel plans in or out of DIA, the storm may affect your travel plans as well. Even though it's a fast mover, we're going to get a lot of snow in a short amount of time, and it's cold, so there will be ice underneath the snow for many areas on the roads. So 17 in Denver tonight, but single digits up in the high country for low temperatures. Highs tomorrow, 28 to 38 for most of eastern Colorado, including Castle Rock, Parker, Denver, Fort Collins, and Greeley. If you're going skiing, decent travel after about 7 o'clock in the morning, I-70. You get out of the foothills and into the mountains, and it'll be a great day on the slopes with just some nice fresh powder, not a ton, but good travel up there and comfortable temperatures. So in Denver tonight, we're under a winter weather advisory through tomorrow morning for 3 to 6 inches of snow, cloudy and windy at times, and colder or low at 17. The snow is done, it looks like, between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. We get clearing by 11, and then temperatures climb into the 30s, but I don't know that we're going to get to 40 tomorrow afternoon. And really, after tomorrow morning, things really seem to calm down. I know I got a snowflake on for Saturday. That's another storm that may actually bring some mountain snow this weekend. It's not a huge storm. No advisories for travel posted on that one. And Denver only has a 20% chance, and that would be late in the day Saturday. So don't change your weekend plans. Just be aware that that is out there. And then another change that I made was early next week. I warmed us up. Sunshine in low 50s Monday, mid 50s Tuesday, and close to 60 on Wednesday. A live look at our Horsetooth reservoir camera. So many of the cameras just are beautiful, showing these beautiful wintry scenes, and we do love to see those so much. So anyway, this is kind of what we're looking at, and we will have some decent snow impact and amounts to tell you about on 9 News at 9 and 10. We got reporters on the scene. We're going to be covering it, and it's really going to be kind of a fun evening because we really, really need this moisture. It's just that if you have travel plans tomorrow morning, be aware that this storm will definitely affect that drive. So that's the latest from here. We're under a winter weather advisory. Snow's going to start to accumulate, and it could be really heavy west of I-25 along the foothills. So I'll have the latest for you tonight on the networks of 9 News, at 9 News at 9 and 10, and of course on all the social media platforms. And we welcome your snow reports and pictures if you can take them safely. And just settle in, enjoy the evening, family time, fireplace, hot cocoa, comfort food. Kim and I will be right over. Have a great evening, and we'll see you later tonight on 9.